Hi guys. So, this summer, while most people go on holiday to relax, I left work to go work again. And some of you might even call me stupid because I did it all for free. Anyway, I found this organic farm in Sicily through YouTube, and I asked them if I could come help for a few days, and they accepted. The place is called L'Orto di Rosolino. So they grow all kinds of vegetables, but also specialize in tropical fruits like mango, avocados, papayas, dragon fruits, and so on. My first 2 days were all about sorting fruits, the ugly ones on the side, the good ones on the other. They were then packed and ready to be shipped across Italy. Some fruit were harvested a bit earlier, like the papayas. They were still quite green, but they actually do salad with them. All I can tell you, spending an entire morning sorting mangoes without eating one, that was really a tough challenge. I told you actually I did it for free, but look at this. They rewarded me with lots of veggies and fruits. My third and last day in Sicily was my favorite one. I met them at the farm a bit after 5 am, and because that day we had to harvest. So, harvest mango and papayas. We then drove to a domain that belonged to a couple of old people. And there, as you can see, it's impossible to see through. So many trees were there, hundreds of mango trees, atemoyas, banana trees, and so on. It was still early season to harvest mango. Most of them were still a bit hard, but I learned that if the bottom is getting a tiny bit yellow, that's the right time to harvest them. And they really had many types of variety, big ones, small ones. I tried 2 or 3 varieties there, and all of them were very delicious. It was my first time harvesting mangoes and actually seeing that many mango trees. As you can see, they were exploding even out of the greenhouse. But it has been really fun. Even waking up that early, it was worth it. So I was here with my friend from Pakistan, and he showed me all about mangoes and how to harvest them, which to harvest, and we were well equipped. I really had to. I even had to buy a pant as they warned me that I would be eaten alive by mosquitoes otherwise. Here you can see some matemoyas that were not totally ready. This one was almost ready, probably. Very big one, different type, I believe. And so we ended that morning. We stayed there a couple hours, maybe not even, and we harvested quite many kilos of mangoes. Right after that, we headed towards the farm. So, in these greenhouses, they grow papayas, bananas, and coffee. That really was like a vision of heaven for me. Hundreds of papayas, and coffee, and bananas. And look at this here. I believe this tree fell, but they are really tougher plants that we think. The second greenhouse was really full. It was like a tropical jungle, hundreds of papaya trees and banana trees and coffees. The coffees were actually taller than in the first greenhouse. That was really impressive, really a tropical vibe, a tropical jungle. Then here you can see the contrast between the outside and the inside. The outside is very dry. Sicily is a dry land, and the inside was really like tropical, lots of humidity. And here's my first papaya. I harvested it myself. It was at my heights, so quite easy. And having 2 huge greenhouses must bring some issues for sure. And here they had issues with the watering. He managed to fix it quite easily actually. And as you can see here, trees were loaded with papayas, like never seen that before. Water finally came back, and now I'll just let you enjoy these moments. As I just mentioned before, they also grow coffee. I believe the biggest plants must be at least 3 meters tall or 4. As you can see also just there, some coffee beans, probably almost ready to be picked. And that's quite impressive because actually coffee doesn't grow in Europe, mostly in Africa or Southern America, but in Europe it's very, very difficult to grow it, and they managed it, so it's quite impressive. I believe their final goal is to harvest their own coffee and produce as many as possible. And that's how the day ended. Lots of bananas in one hand, some papayas in the other. That was a really amazing experience. And as you can expect, I slipped a couple fruits and seeds into my pockets. These are called water apple, gem rosettes, Syzygium jumbos. Call them any way you want, it's quite difficult to call them anyway. And yeah, they are growing quite well. They are 2 weeks old, I believe. They also gave me some dragon fruit. It's not my favorite fruit, but I thought I would still harvest a couple seeds and plant them, and here we are. They are growing quite well in the grow tents. That was quite a short trip, only a week, 3 days there in the greenhouses. But yeah, I had time to visit a bit Palermo, go to the beach almost every day. My family is actually from the southern part of the island. I never really stayed in that area, which is more north, close to Palermo. And after a week, it was time to head back home and enjoy my second week of holiday at home. Comfy, not working for once. But anyway, I will link Orto di Rosolino, their website, in the description. Make sure to pay them a visit if you're around, and I'll leave you to that with this beautiful papaya tree. Bye!